Balance is one of the biggest challenges that I see my patients dealing with every day, day in and out, here in the clinic, as well as the skilled nursing facility that I work in. It's not uncommon. As a matter of fact, just this last week, we had several patients come through the skilled nursing facility with broken hips. Balance is just a challenge as you get older. But the thing is, balance is much like a muscle. A muscle, if you work it consistently, will respond, even in your elderly ages. They found that working a muscle, that muscle will respond, it will hypertrophy and grow. Maybe not like when you were 20, but it will. Balance is the same way. You have to challenge your balance in order for it to improve. So I want to give you a couple of balance challenges today to help you improve your ability to stay on your feet and avoid falls, and most importantly, avoid injury. It's known that 1 in 3 to 1 in 4 older adults, meaning 65 and older, will have a fall in a calendar year. It is common. First and foremost, make sure you put a chair behind you. Anytime you're working your balance, put a chair, have something close that you can hang on to. If you're a beginner, hang on to the bar. Hang on to a kitchen sink, a countertop, a chair. Hold on it first until you can really kind of get a feel for what the exercise is. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The first exercise is just step and back. Step and back. I'm kind of shifting my weight forward and back. It's like I'm taking a step and then I stop. If you're using a kitchen counter, hang on to that counter, step, or you can even use the counter, like hang on to the counter at the side, step, rock forward and back, have a chair behind you as a little safety net. Do about 10 of those, switch sides, back and forth. You can also kind of work coordination of left and right. Part of the reason I love this exercise is because it is that walking motion, right? And then the other thing is, it also helps you pick up your feet. You got to pick up your feet, and then you got to pick up your feet to return them back. Backward stepping is very common to cause people to trip up. So this exercise gets you the forward step and kind of that reaching. So you're shifting your weight forward and shifting your weight back, taking that backward step, alternate left and right. The next one, the next progression of that, I should say, is do it without hanging on. If you're getting really good at hanging on and doing that, start to kind of float your hand or just slide it along your countertop. Slide it along your countertop. If that starts to get easy, then you can start to float it, your hand, above your countertop. Floating above. If that starts to get easy, the next progression is to reach. Reach. So one is reaching back, one is reaching forward, and alternate. That's only once you've progressed to that point, okay? Don't progress too quickly. Safety first always. The next one, I want you to do a high step. Hang on to your countertop. I want you to pretend like there's something you don't want to step in. Maybe a big doo-doo right there. You got to step over it. And you got to step over it to get back. Step over it. This overemphasizes picking up your feet. It's not uncommon. People start picking up their feet less as they age. We want you to continue to be able to pick up your feet, especially if you're somewhere with maybe your grandkids or you've got some dogs around. You need to be able to step over a dog toy. You need to be able to maintain your balance while you step up and over. The other thing is step up going forward and don't slide the foot back. Step up and step back. All the way up, all the way back. Up, back. Okay, so the first one's kind of just a regular step. The second one, just like I said, is that emphasis up. The progressions are the same. Start by just hanging on. Once that's easy, start by sliding your hands on the countertop. Sliding. So you've still got contact, but not as much stability because you're not grasping on. After that, start floating above the countertop. That way, if you do lose your balance, you got that countertop right there. Just grab hold, switch sides here, floating above, floating above. And if that really starts to get easy, which this progression would be quite challenging, but really step up, step back, step up, step back. This is an overemphasis of the arm swing. I found that sometimes just helps progress the challenge of these exercises while kind of incorporating a functional movement, that arm swing and walking. The next one I want you to do, you're going to turn your body and you're going to step over sideways. I found that as people age, they have difficulty with the side-to-side movement. Basically, they do just okay if they're going forward, but if they're going side to side or they're stepping backwards, it's challenging. So this challenges that side stepping. If you can't step up and over, just take a little step at first. Little step at first. Hang on, and then glide, and then float. Very good. Make it more challenging by taking larger steps. But by challenging your balance, you can improve your ability to stay on your feet, reducing your risk of falls, reducing your risk of injuries. And I would love it if you would check out some of my other balance activities so that you can improve your balance and stay healthy. Thanks for joining me. We'll catch you next time.